Let's continue our lesson number 1, the living world, adaptations and classification. Come to on page number 4. Adaptation for egestion of food in plants. Most of the plants are anchored in the ground and are autotrophic. However, plants like dodder are parasitic. That is, they depend. What is mean by parasitic? They depend for their food on other animals, plants, that are the parasitic. That is, they are the parasitic. The plant body of dodder consists of yellow wire-like stems. It is leafless and cannot perform photosynthesis. Look at in the diagram 1.8. That is, the plant body of dodder consists of yellow wire-like stems. There is a yellow wire-like stems. These are yellow wire-like stems. It is leafless and cannot perform photosynthesis. However, it has hostorial, that is sucking roots for absorbing nutrient from the host plant. These roots penetrate up to the conducting vessel of the host plant to absorb water and food. These are, Cuscuta is the best example of the parasitic. Next one is a fungi. Fungi do not have chlorophyll and cannot perform photosynthesis. They obtain food from starchy foodstuff like bhakri and bread. We are looking the diagram of the fungi which grow on the bhakri and bread. Look at in the diagram. This is the diagram of the fungus which is grow on the this greenish colored is the fungus which is grow on this bread. They have root like fibers for absorption and food. Yes. Now the next one. Plants need nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium for growth. Plants that grow in soil which is deficient in nitrogen like Drosera, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, etc. fulfill their need for nitrogen by consuming insect. Look at in the diagram 1.9. These are the Venus flytrap. Yes, this plant grow in soil which is deficient in nitrogen. This plant grow where the deficiency, that is the kami, less of nitrogen. So to fulfill their need for nitrogen by consuming insect, that's why they consume insects. वो insects को खाते हैं. Adaptation are seen in this plant which serve to attract insect and hold them captive. That is, they eat the insects, attract insects and hold them captive and fulfill our nitrogen need. Here, my friend, on internet, collect more information about the adaptations of plant from this website. You can get more information from this. Now, adaptation in animals. Here we have finished the adaptation in plant. Now, the adaptation in animals. Make a list of animal in your surrounding. Compare the diversity of animal listed by your friends with your list. Discuss the habitats, food habitat, characteristic of body structure like vertebral column, wings, gills, tails, etc. And prepare a chart. What difference do you see between terrestrial and aquatic animals? That is, terrestrial animals lives on land, aquatic animals lives in water. These are the common difference between the terrestrial and aquatic animal. As compared to terrestrial animal, the skin and body shape of aquatic animal appear to have undergo changes. There both difference between the skin and the body shape of the terrestrial and aquatic animals. Here is the example of aquatic animal is given. Fishes have scales on the skin. Look at in the diagram 1.10. Fishes have skulls on the skin. that is, this is the skull. Yes. Then fins on the body. These are the fins on the bodies. Their body tapers toward both its ends. Tapering, that is, look at this. These are tapering both the ends. Yes. Like a spindle shaped. Fish breathe with gills instead of a nose. Instead of that, they breathe with these gills. Their eyes have transparent eyelids. They have air bladders within the body to help them to float. They have air bladders in within the body. उनके बॉडी के अंदर ब्लैडर्स रहते हैं जिनमें एयर भरा होता है, जिसके कारण they can float. Now some questions are given you. Observe the bodies of the frog, duck and tortoise. Now again we observe the bodies of frog and tortoise first. Look at in the diagram. Here is a frog and a tortoise. The question number first. Of what use are their legs to these animals? They have legs. Yes, look at, they have legs. Tortoise also have legs. Then what use are their legs to these animals? Answer is that their legs are used for walking and for floating. Second question. What helps frog to breathe underwater? The gills. The frog, what helps frog to breathe underwater? His skin. When he is underwater, then skin is helped to breathe. Then third question. Of what use are the long hind legs of a frog? They have a long hind leg. Look at. That is for jumping. Now come to our next question 4. Page number 5. Why doesn't a duck get wet in water? Look at in the diagram 1.11. The diagram of duck. Why does a duck get wet in water? Because the waxy feathers of birds like duck and water hen doesn't wet in water. Yes. As the frog and duck have webbed toes, they can use their legs like oars. Water flows of the waxy feathers of birds like duck and water hen. Webbed toes, slippery, smooth skin. When you look at the diagram, you find out that duck have webbed toes. These are the webbed toes. Slippery and smooth skin and triangular head. Look at triangle shaped head. Help frog to swim easily through water. They can live on land as well as in water due to their ability to breathe through the skin in water and using the nose and lungs on land, just like a frog. The typical colors of frog's back help it to hide among grasses. That is, we come to our next picture of frog. That is how this typical color of frog back help it to hide among grasses. Look at the another picture. Look at, there are the many pictures of amphibians and frog. Here in this picture of frog, these frog have different colors. The green, brown color, then dark brown color, different colors of this frog. They are the amphibian because they both live on land and in water. Again, these are the lizards. They can change their color. This salamander, they can change their colors. Look at in the diagram. This salamander, different color according to the environment. They change their color according to the environment. Some is patchy color, yellow is patchy color. Some is grayish and blackish. Spotted color is here. Brownish color. Dash they typical color of them help to hide among grasses. These are the best examples of amphibians. Yes. Now come to our next topic, adaptation in forest and grassland. Carnivorous animals like the wild dog, fox, tiger and lion have strong legs to run fast and capture their prey. They have claws and their canine teeth are sharp. Look at the picture of a tiger and lion, and it have a canine teeth, sharp canine teeth and pointed. What is the function of such teeth? So these teeth are useful for the capture easily their prey. Tigers have padded paws. These enable them to silently stalk their prey and capture it easily. The eyes of predatory carnivores are located in front of their head. It helps them to spot their prey from a long distance. These are about the carnivores. Carnivores means they can eat the other animals. Then what about the herbivore? They can eat only the grass, leaves. They are the herbivore. That is, the eyes of herbivores are below the forehead. Look at in the diagram of 1.13. Black buck is here. This gives them wide angle vision which help to protect them from predators. The legs are long. When you look at in the picture of 1.13, their legs are long. There are the long legs. And tapering with strong hooves. Tapering. Hooves means khur. Tapering have a strong hooves which enable them to run fast, taking long leaps. Their long and freely moving ears can receive sound from long distances and different directions. They have a long and moving ears. Deer and blackbucks have colors that merge with their surrounding. Their teeth are strong for chewing tough plant material because they eat the plants and leaves only. Now the next one. Adaptation in desert animal. How these animals are adapted in desert. Deserts are characterized by severe scarcity of water. Because in the desert there is a severe scarcity of water. Hence desert animals have a thick skin to prevent loss of water from the body. Look at in the diagram of 1.14 there is an diagram of camel is given. When you look at that diagram, you found that their legs are long. Again, their legs are long with flat and cushioned soles. Here the flat and cushioned gaddedar soles. The nostrils are protected by folds of skin. Look at their nostrils are located with the folds of skin. The eyelashes are long. Look at the eyelashes are long and thick. Rats, snakes, spiders, lizards in desert live in deep burrows during daytime and are active at night. When there is the daytime, they are live in deep burrows, and during daytime they are active. Daytime and are active at night. Now the next page number 6. Adapt animal of snowy region. Look at in the diagram 1.15. There is a diagram of yak and a polar bear. From the internet, download images of animals like yak, polar bear, white fox, silver fox, mountain goat, Siberian husky dog and snow leopard. Compare these images with those of similar animals from tropical forest. A white or silver body color, long thick hair on the skin are typical characteristics of animals of snowy region. How are these and useful to them? They are useful them for from protecting the severe cold. Now adaptation in aerial animals. Animals में हवा में उड़ने वाले. What is main difference between vehicles of the road and aeroplanes? The answer is that vehicles have wheels and aeroplanes have wings. जो भी व्हीकल्स रहते रोड पे चलने वाले उनको चक्के रहते हैं, एरोप्लेन्स को क्या रहते हैं, पंख रहते हैं. The spindle shaped body of birds also minimizes the resistance of air while flying. That is the spindle shaped. Just like that the fishes have the spindle shaped body, the birds have also the spindle shaped body. With hollow bones, a body covering of feathers and modification of 4 legs into wings. Body covering with these feathers and modification of 4 legs into wings. These 4 legs are modified into the wings. Their body is light in weight and adapted for flying. The body of insects also is light in weight and tapers at both ends. Just like that, birds, insects also have a light in weight body and tapers at both ends. They can fly with 2 pairs of wings and also walk with 6 stick-like legs. Bats can fly with the help of patagium, a thin fold of skin between their forelegs and hind legs. That is best example is the bat. Next one, that observe the various birds and insects in your area. For example, pigeon, then crow. They have their body covering with feathers and their modification of 4 legs into wings. Now the next one, adaptation in reptiles. Observe from a distance how snakes and earthworms creep. Which organ do they use for creeping? Are there any special changes for that purpose? Not any such changes. Animals like house lizard, look at in the diagram. There is a picture of house lizard. This one is the house lizard. Then crocodile use their muscle. This one is a tortoise. Yes, snake. Crocodile use their muscles for creeping. Similarly, they show adaptation in skin. That is, they creep with their skin. Soles of feet, body color, etc. For example, the house lizard and monitor lizards have clawed toes and thin sole, whereas snake has scaly skin. Look at the scaly skin. And monitor lizard have clawed toes. Look at it, that is the clawed toes. They can move with the help of them. Then come to the page number 7. Adaptation for food in animals. We can categorize animal as herbivorous. What mean by herbivorous? That they can eat only herbs, plants and leaves. They are the herbivorous. They eat plants. And carnivorous, that means they eat flesh. That one, they eat flesh. To make the process of feeding easy, we will discuss this in greater detail in the chapter on nutrition. Watch the programs on channels like National Geography, Wild Discovery, etc. to learn about the feeding habits of animal like frogs, how the frog is eat, how he take his prey, then change colors, snakes, birds, mosquitoes and butterfly, etc. Look at, there is the diagrams of this diagram of a snake, how he prey his prey. Then the example of woodpecker. This one is the example of snail. Then butterfly. That is how they suck the nectar from the flowers. This woodpecker peck into the trunk of a tree. That one is the adaptation, different adaptations. Now come to the table. Complete the following chart from your own observation. Long and pointed beak. Here the exam adaptations in one column is given, in the another column animal, and in the third column there is the use of adaptation. In the first, sharp teeth. Then why and which animal have sharp teeth? Lion and tiger. Used to tear the flesh. Long and pointed beak. Which animal have? Crane. Crane and woodpecker. Woodpecker. What is the use? To peck into tree trunk and catch fish. To catch fish. And I write the answer on the upper side of this table because it is not fit in that third column. Catch fish. Now short beak, which animal? The parrot and sparrow. For eating fruits. For eating fruits. Now the fourth one. Long and sticky tongue. Frog. To prey insects. To prey insect. Now the last, long neck. Giraffe. For eating leaves of trees. Here we stop. Next time everybody done this homework, draw this table in your notebook, and extra questions can you tell and what you think you have to complete in your notebook. We continue in the next lecture.